Welcome, welcome. So another week's gone. We're back at the beginning again. Hope everyone's well. So yeah, we're gonna continue on with our Typhlosion. Well, Hisuian Typhlosion, which is like a stone version of the Typhlosion. So I was meant to do some further reading up on this. I didn't. Spent most of the weekend doing the occasional VR chat and hanging out with chums on Discord. Yesterday I did a not safe for work stream, and I did some not safe for work stuff, like Giraffe Lady. So that has to be done, and that's kind of getting there. Some progress on that, which is good. I really need to start spending more time doing not safe work streams on the weekends, because that's when I used to do them, but I've kind of been slacking on that. Been using the weekends as a relaxation time due to me working 5 days a week and some occasional evenings with the contractual stuff. So yeah, it can be a bit busy. Okay, right. Gonna move some windows around here. I'm gonna bring up the reference window as well. There we go. So I had this idea for this piece, like with his arms up, looking very dramatic. So we'll stick with this idea. Excuse me. Before I begin, I'm actually gonna set up the Camtasia recorder. Okay, let's get recording on this. Okay, good. I'll close a few windows there, so I don't need them anymore. Actually, let me make sure that yeah, good. Yeah, just checking if my Picasso stream is going through nicely, because Picasso is always the one that causes problems of not broadcasting properly, and it looks like it is, so that's good. Good sign. Okay, I think we're good. I'm just gonna reposition my windows here, my reference window. Cool. Okay, let's continue on with this. Let me just start recording and we'll begin. So yeah, this pose, this kind of arm raising pose has got me thinking, like, maybe, in fact, let me just pause the recording for a second. Just pause it. I'm going to see if I think I've got some poses like this. Let me just see. A conjuring kind of pose. Conjuring pose. Reference. Because I think that could help. Yeah, I've got one. Arm raised. It's not arm raised properly. Arm raised. There you go. That's some pictures of arms being raised. Maybe a wizard pose reference. Maybe a mage instead. I've typed in wizard. Actually, that's a 3D one. No. Let's see, mage. Right, here we go. This seems to be interesting now. They will look a bit. Also, there's some poses by Noah Bradley. Probably use some of his. Let me see if he's got any. Let me see if he's got like action poses that I can potentially use. Noah has some really cool. Dude works out though. Yeah, I was to find one which suit me for this pose. Kind of arm raised, summoning pose, summoning pose. That's good. Summoning pose. There we go. I've got a male one. The female one looks a bit spooky too. I need something more elegant, something more with finesse. Usually around this time, it's best to get some references in, so that makes it a bit easier to decide on the pose and then refine it down. I mean, this kind of pose works. I like it, but make it better. We can make it better, I think. Or we'll just get some ideas right behind it. Evil villain. That's a kind of pose I've found so far, but it's more of a frontal pose, and it's just doesn't look evil. Doesn't look very cool enough for my taste. It needs to look much better. Horror. Someone suggests I should make my own horror book. Well, that'd be interesting. Spooky horror book. Okay, sorry. Back to the reference hunting. Here we go. Right. Still heading back to that same pose, which I already kind of using similar pose to the Typhlosion, so I don't want to be using the same one for the highest Hessian. Tell you what, probably will continue on with this pose and maybe refine it and see if I can find something along the way. See how that pans out. Okay. Let's resume the recording. And let's put the reference back on the screen again. There we go. All right. Actually, one thing I do need to do, which is important, is get the last Typhlosion I did and put the references on my screen. There we go. At least I can put that on here. There we go. I'll keep it on there as an example. And resume. There we go. I haven't really thought about the eye side of it, but still undecided about the pose, but still I go with it. Hey Trigger, how's it going? Oh, blue. Oh, what a lovely raid there, look at that. Yeah, I kind of lurked when it's lurk mode because I realise it's 9:30. I should probably start my own session. So, oh, you're too kind. You're too kind for the raid. Thank you very much. That's a forest raid. Sorry, yes, a forest raid. Welcome, welcome, you lovely people. As you can see, I'm working on a Hyacin Typhlosion. Thought I'd give it a try. Come up with an idea of my own for it. But yes, thank you for the cheeky raid, as always. Oh, cheers! Yeah, I'm still kind of playing around with it. I think wanted something very conjury rather than the aggressive one that I did before for the original Typhlosion form. This is more because seems to be more mellowed and toned down version of the existing Typhlosion. Excuse me. Now, I still need to sort out the idea of doing traditional with a camera. I need to buy another camera. Yeah. Well, I mean, the only problem is I don't have a. I need to get another mounting, for the camera, because I've got one camera here. I can probably buy another camera and just get another tripod or something, and then just place it aiming downwards. That's what I need. A second camera would be very handy. Then at least I can switch between the two cameras. So I mean, nowadays you can buy another Logitech. They're pretty cheap now. They cost about $60. So I could potentially probably invest in another camera and do that. I think I mentioned before I was going to get like one of those Elgato Stream Decks because it'd be nice because right now I use shortcuts, but I might just buy one for scene changing because my fingers go all over the place. Yeah, we have to change the scene, I have to press like Alt F5 and F1 and all that. So nice to have just one button. Just press that button. Job done. Ease of use, isn't it? Yeah, it's like I originally bought my Logitech. I think it was about £70. That was on a sale. I think that was a Black Friday sale. So I've checked last time that the C920s have gone down a lot. You can now buy the C922s for the same price as the original Logitech when I bought mine. So there is a drop in pricing. I think a lot of people I think what may have happened is a lot of people have just stopped buying webcams. I mean, I think during the lockdown, I think that's when things got out of hand, because there was a lot of people buying Yetis and stuff. Like Blue Yetis were really hard to find last year. Like they were like really expensive, and some were just sold out because everyone was going into streaming because of lockdown. So a lot of people were spending more time streaming than anything. So it was kind of convenient to have a microphone, a good microphone. So, but I think now that lockdown is kind of easing down, now start to buy stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yes. Oh, that's even better. Yeah. I sometimes keep an eye out for second-hand stuff as well. Yeah. If someone's giving it away, like someone's like offering or selling a used one which is in good condition, buy it. Let this down a bit. Oh, stretch. Have a little sip. The water. There we go. Yeah, I'm laying off the coffee this time. See what I can do without the aid of coffee. I'm gonna drink coffee on streams, and yeah, that's the problem. Like I would normally have a mug of coffee, which it's empty now. Oh, there is. This alright. That's the coffee. That's the coffee gone. There we go. That's good coffee. Yeah. I normally have coffee after my dinner, just as a little pick me up, because after food, after eating, I get sleepy. I have a food coma moment. That's why I sometimes start my streams really late. I normally start them at 10 o'clock, because I normally have my dinner around about 7:30, then have a nap, and then I sometimes just sleep right through it, and then wake up and realise that, oh yes, 9:30's gone, I should probably start streaming. Doesn't happen, so I have another extra nap, and I wake up at 10 and go, alright, time to start streaming. So I'm actually lucky that I'm actually on streaming on time. And the thing is, whilst you were streaming, I was actually working on that that video avatar thing, the 2D avatar thing. I was messing around with that. So someone on my server made a potato icon, and I'm gonna modify that. I'm gonna modify it and give it a mouth and everything. Yeah, I've been testing it out. And I want to try and utilize it into streams, maybe into games and stuff, the game sessions. Potato Zod plays horror games. I had this like vision. Well, the thing is, I've got someone actually made me a 3D one as well. I think I linked you one. I think I linked it once, but the problem is it needs the mouth movement. I'm not sure how to do mouth movements in Unity. So applying 2D animation over texture on a mouth, because the mouth is 2D on a 3D potato-shaped figure. So I need to figure that out. I might actually have to invoke on some VR chat modelers who know much more about these things, because I've seen some models that have that kind of effect. Excuse me. And if I can do that, that'd be amazing. be amazing. Sonic Robo Blast. Wow, that's a blast from the past. Oh, thanks, Fungi. That's a. I was actually tempted to return to playing Sonic games like Sonic 1 and 2, because like those were the games of my day. You know, when Sonic 1 was out, man, that game rocked. Like I was one of those people that vouched for Sonic. You know, like, you know, Sonic's better than Mario. Like me and my, like, we'd have arguments in school about who's better, Sonic or Mario. Like, I would say like the Mega Drive or Sega Genesis was better than Super Nintendo. Well, look, I've got YouTube bots. One second, let me just get that YouTube bot. Oh dear, let me give it. Report that bot. Report. There we go. Done. Oh. I think I got rid of it. Let me see. Yes, I did. Cool. Yeah. What's that? There's a new Sonic game coming out. Isn't it Sonic Legends? Is it Sonic Legends or Sonic? Hang on, I'm gonna Google it now. Sonic Legends. Sonic Legends. That's it. That's out already. Yeah, that's 2011. Wait a minute. There was another one that's coming out, like a. Was it a game? Hang on, what is it? A game? Google this now. Sonic Frontiers. Was it Sonic Frontiers? Yeah, Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, that looks interesting. I don't know. It's like an open-end world kind of game. I mean, you can easily like both, because multi-platform Sonic 1 was pretty much was my first Sonic game, and that was because my mum. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like back then, Fungi, like it was real. Like arguments were real. It's like people go into like depths to talk about how cool the Sega Mega Drive is versus the Nintendo. And Nintendo people will tell you how good that is. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was just like those hardcore fans. I wasn't too hardcore on a situation because I never actually owned a Sega Genesis. I didn't own it until when I think I was around about 16 or 17, because then I had a job. I couldn't really afford one at the time, you know. So my parents wouldn't get me a console because, you know, in their minds, it's like, well, it's a console. It's not a learning computer. You know, it's not for learning, is it? You're going to be used to play games. So they didn't get me one. But when I bought secondhand Genesis, I bought Sonic and Knuckles, and that was great. And Sonic 1 on it, and Sonic 2, and that was it. That was the only only 3 games I ever had on that Mega Drive. But it was great. Sonic and Knuckles was amazing. I never got a chance to own Sonic 3. That's the thing. Because I don't know if you know, Sonic and Knuckles came with an extension cart. You put I'm sure you know anyway. I'm sure you know. It comes with a cart. You put it on top of the game, and it changes the game a bit. So I think you can play Knuckles in Sonic 3. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool story as well. Even though it wasn't any textual explanation of what's going on, but yeah, it was very good. And I used to collect the Sonic the comic stuff as well, so that was the alternative side. Yeah, see, I never got to play Sonic 3. I never got to play Sonic 3 ever. I knew a friend who owned the copy, and I used to go around and watch him play it. But like, I never personally owned it, which was it's a shame, really. But yeah, I jumped straight into Sonic and Knuckles was when I owned it, and that was great. That like the game that game alone was amazing, and like the music was what's memorable, and like I'm glad. I don't know if there's any people here in chat who are still around who played Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles. The songs that they had in that game, in those games, are, people still using, like remixes and stuff like that. Like it's what, yeah, the music in those games are amazing. They're amazing, and I'm glad I was part of that to experience it. Sometimes you get people that play Final Fantasy VII, right, and they talk about things. I've never played Final Fantasy VII, so when they talk about music and stuff, or talk about locations of the game, they go nuts over it. They go nuts. Like I missed out on that for that, but the Sonic stuff, I was there for it, and I'm glad. Like when discussions and stuff, or distinct tunes come from it. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that tune. It comes back. Let me just get the pattern for this creature down. There we go. Right. Blocking in this form first before I commit to any painting. Just want to get the idea down. This general pose. I'm still a bit indecisive, but we'll stick with it for now, because I might change it again. Normally getting the silhouette down like this gives me an idea of deciding whether or not I want to stick with it. We should play the full experience. Once you play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, it makes it so much more sense that since Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles was actually going to be one full game. Right, yeah. See, like yeah, because I know there's some areas in Sonic 3 which a lot of people know about, which I never got to experience, but I know the songs from it. But yeah, I never got to go on that journey. So I think, yeah, you're right. I think I should probably, get a Mega Drive emulator and give it a try at some point. Yeah. I think after that, I didn't really go after go after the other Sonic games, and because they were mostly based on consoles at the time, I guess. But yeah. But yeah, I did watch Sonic X. Sonic X was great. I don't know if anyone else watched Sonic X. That was amazing. Like I actually binged it. I actually binge watched it, and I was like, wow, this is like this. I mean, if I had a choice between Sonic's Saturday Morning verse, the Archie version, or the Sonic X version, I think the Sonic X version holds up really well. I think I much prefer that, but the Sonic Saturday Morning one was darker. It's made up based on the comic, but it was dark. I sense it. I recommend using Sonic Hack. Sonic 3 Complete has so many options to choose from. It's incredible. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Make a note of it here. Copy it here. There you go. Cool. Copied the recommendation there. Cool. Yeah. Definitely will have a look-see onto that. Yeah. Purple, I think. Okay. Oh, more red in there as well. It's a bit weird, a bit strange, but yeah, we got some red flames in there, kind of dispersing into into purple, which I guess it can work. I guess I can use some of this red as a way to pop the character out from the background as well. Yeah, I was hoping they. So yeah, Sonic X. I was hoping they make another series out of it, but I don't know what happened. I should probably might do some reading about why haven't they not made another Sonic X? Because that was good. If you've not watched Sonic X and you're into Sonic, highly recommend Sonic X. Just binge it. It's pretty good. Looking at Sonic shows, I watched Sonic Saturn and Sonic X and Sonic Boom and Sonic Underground. Yeah, the Underground one was a bit of a strange one. But I got told that the Underground one is also dark as well. But I could not get into it. It wasn't like it didn't like. I think the intro just put me off, and the music side of it got on my nerves. I mean, it didn't make sense. I'm not sure what the music thing was about, but maybe it's to try and lure, people that like music. Maybe, I don't know, but it didn't work on me. I was like, what's going on here? What's going on here? I think I painted the wrong layer as well. I painted the wrong layer. Smart me. Let's fix this. Yikes. Okay, let's erase out. Dear. Carried away there, and then I forget. I'm the wrong layer. Paint the wrong layer. Okay. Yeah. They didn't make the. They didn't continue the Sonic Sat AM one, and they didn't continue Sonic X. There were two good shows, and they deserved more. Let's just say the musical numbers didn't stick to me either, but good examples such. Yes. I've noticed like they haven't made another Sonic TV series. You know that? Like, I mean, given the Sonic movie is out, they didn't really bother with the any more shows because I would have thought, with like most Hollywood things, when they make a film, you're gonna follow on with comics, animated shows, something, right? They haven't done anything. Sonic Prime. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me Google this. Let me Google this 1 second. Sonic Prime. This is new. I've not been Sonic. Oh, okay. Ah, now this looks interesting. Okay. This looks good. The concept looks a bit. Yeah. If that's the concept, we'll have to see how it looks eventually, because I think obviously the pictures on it, the concepts, I'm not sold on. It looks good. I still think they should just bring back a second season of Sonic X or something, one of the or maybe relaunch the Sat AM one, right? The Sat AM one I enjoyed that. It's dark. There needs to be more dark stories like that. Sonic, because aside from fun stuff, I think the comic version, brought out this world where Robotnik's just gone crazy. turning everyone into robots. I think that's when I really took notice on it, because in the UK we had the animated series of Sonic, and it was more of a funny comedic show. I mean, it was good, but it was really like loose, toony, funny comedy show, comedy cartoon. And then when the Sat AM one came out in the UK, I was like, whoa, what is this? And I was like, I remember the first friggin' episode I watched, one of the characters gets killed. They get killed. Well, they don't get killed, but they get most likely get roboticized. I was like, whoa, that's pretty deep, you know, for a Saturday morning show. Yeah, well, as long as it doesn't look like Thundercats Raw, which was a terrible show. That's I think that was by Cartoon Network as well, which we won't talk about, because it was terrible show. Then looking at it's purple, so just darker down. There we go. Blue or purple? Let's look at this closely. It's kind of a bluish purple kind of thing going on. Hard to tell. Lighting going on, but I think the lighting may affect the way this will look, but it's around with it. Okay, so it's sometimes I go quiet to get this all the shapes in. Oh, have you heard about the news from last year that they're going to release Sonic Collection with Sonic 1, 2 CD? Oh wow, 16.9 ratio. Oh, now that's the first I've heard of it. That'll be impressive. We'll be interested to see how they do that. I'm assuming that if they do it, it'd be nice if they remaster it as well. Give it a little, yeah. And especially with the Sonic CD one, I think the Sonic CD one should be either definitely the video version of it should be remastered, right? Because I remember the original footage is really old. Like you can probably see it on YouTube, right? It's really dated. I think it's like 4:3 screen ratio. I think it's not. I don't even think it's wide. Since I last remember it. But the quality is it wasn't made for big screens at the time, wasn't it? It was like really grainy, low resolution animation. But I'm sure today they can probably nail it. They can just make it look so good. So a new layer for the lighting, I think. There we go. shadows in there from the blue. There we go. It's got a bit of everything happening. Bit of everything happening under these arms. Let's knock back the line work a bit. Okay. So, excuse me. So what I may do is add some blue glow, some retro blue glow back here, maybe just a little bit, just to bring out the rim lighting on some of these. Yeah, I think. So. Let's take the line off again. Yeah. Don't need to, it should be better if it comes from here, I think. Here we go. Maybe this area could be. The rock should. Is it 50%? Some blues in there. Really knock that blue back. There we go. Oh, so there are 16:9 versions for Sonic 1 and 2 on mobile, and they're actually fully mastered, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. But it's Sonic CD one, actually, that's the interesting one. Only issues they have are Sonic Mobile. Meanwhile, Sonic CD got 4 PC port for 16. Oh, really? Okay, so that's interesting. So if there's already a Sonic CD version of that, then yeah, I may consider getting it, maybe. It's if and when it comes out on Steam, that is Steam. I'm a bit lazy. Like I made like a Ubisoft account. I made an Origin account. Now, none of them I've got any games for. Actually, for Ubisoft, I think I've only got Blood Dragon, Far Cry Blood Dragon. That's the retro shoot 'em up, which I've not even completed yet. I should probably go back to playing that at some point. Oh my god, completely forgot about that game. If you ever played Blood Dragon, it's amazing. It's like 80s dinos, lasers, retro 80s synthwave music. It looks amazing. But yeah, I think I played like 20 minutes of it, and then like I forgot about it. I need to go back to it. There's so many Sonic games on Steam, yeah. Nice. Excuse me, itchy eye. Itchy eyes. Nice. Yeah, I do miss playing retro games. One game I haven't bought yet, and I should buy it. I should just buy it, which is Streets of Rage 4, which is I've played someone bought it. And we did like a the Steam uplink plays where you can connect to the person playing it, and it was great. Streets of Rage 4 was amazing. I didn't get to fully play it though, but I think it's a game worth owning. And maybe playing it on stream as well. Maybe get if anyone else wants to play. Maybe a few people that maybe or local to me can join in, because the Steam local play thing is a bit limited. Obviously, if you're far away, it's not going to run too well, as I've noticed. It tends to get a bit laggy. There's like a slight delay, which is annoying, but there's not much you can do about it. I feel like Sonic a Geek right now, so much when it comes to the games. Oh, nice, yeah. Clearly, clearly you're passionate about it. I mean, I used to collect Sonic the Comic in the UK, and I was so lucky that I actually did a work experience there. I did like a week just knowing how publications work. You know what it's like to work in a publication. So there's a lot of things that happen. It's insane how intense the environment is in publications, and that's the kind of field I work in right now. I work in publications as an illustrator and designer, and it's tense. It's fast paced. It can be stressful, but it's fun, right? Because you get to do stuff for print and stuff. But yeah, it taught me a lot. Like, I got to meet some of the artists who do something in the comic as well. If you've ever, if this is the UK Sonic the Comic, not the Archie one. But it was good. It was good. And through that, I met a fair few people in the fandom who read the comic as well. It's great. Like, but for me, it was just an interesting insight on how publications works as a company, publication stuff, and like for writing is a skill. Writing is an art skill, which I suck at. I'm not good at writing, but time is money. Yes, time is money. Yeah, I agree. Time is very much the case. But yeah. But then I mean, I think after a while, like when was it? I think it's issue 300 something. I noticed they started regurgitating the same stories. That's when I knew they were in trouble. I think that's when Sonic the Comic started to decline. I think that's when comics were starting. Well, that comic anyway started to decline when a comic starts to repeat stories from first issues, and from the first set, when it first ever came out. It's running out of ideas, right? So that's when I stopped collecting it. So I got like a box of Sonic the comics. I don't know what to do with them. Thought it'd become an antique, but I don't think they'll be an antique. I think they'll just be just another junk. I'm not sure. I guess the Marvel ones will probably be more. Send again. There we go. I'll bump up the duration on these. So if we're doing actual lighting, this is going to be really like sweltering glow on the. There we go. You have 0 Sonic comics. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I mean, all the stories from the comics were not exactly based on the game. Well, it kind of was based on the game, but the characters were unique characters. I mean, you obviously had all the usual Amy and stuff, but you had all these additional characters that they added in, which no, Beastars. Now we're talking. So I've a friend. I know someone who's also luckily a Patreon supporter. That I know them very well. They have they have asked me if I want to borrow the first set of issues of Beastars. I'm hoping I can probably grab it off him. I like to read. I would like to read the comics themselves. I think issue 15 was out recently for Beastars, so yeah, I'm very curious to start looking for the comic. I might actually buy it. I'm tempted to just buy it, because it is Beastars, right? I actually enjoyed the Netflix show, and I obviously I don't know if I'm sure you know anyway that next season is the final season, and yet the comic is still going on. So there's some either I don't know what's going on with that. I think they're just tying off loose ends and then ending it on a random story or rush story. So I'd rather read the comic, right? I'd rather just read the comic and enjoy that, right? So yeah, I might just have to do that. Pretty shocked when I heard about it. It's like, oh yeah, they're next season's the final season. They might have, yeah, yeah. I've done this incorrectly here. Let's get that eye back. Right, let's fix that. This pretty wrong here. There we go. Let's fix that. Overlapping. In fact, I should probably make that to black. There we go. Let's bring that back up in. Make a new copy and just set this to black so I can see it. There we go. That actually might help rather than guessing. There we go. Yeah. Oh, the thing is, detail's an illusion. You see, a lot of people say they focus too much on detail. It's all about how you position the lighting and colors. Yeah, if you spend time learning color and values, it takes care of itself. You can make something look real without much strokes. As you can see, I'm not really putting that much effort into it right now. I'm just messing around. The thing with Pokemon is that there's no actual reference. So I'm relying on a lot of varied things. Like I've got like purple on purple, like purple light on purple fabric. I've got my old reference of a Pokemon. I can show you the Typhlosion I did before. Let me see it. So the one I did before was this one. So this one's just a draft. These are just draft pictures, but I did this a long while back, and so this one was more fierce looking. Obviously, the arms a bit been kind of roughed them up there, but yeah, this was the original one, and then someone on last week said, "Oh, there's like a new kind of Typhlosion." And I'm like, okay. I looked at it and it's like, this can't be real. It's a drunk looking Typhlosion, but it's a ghost version, ghost. So, but the thing is, the way it looks pretty docile, but I think it looks like more feminine as well because it's got eyelids and everything. So I wanted to try and make this one look a bit more elegant, like a mage, female mage kind of look. So I haven't actually used any reference for the pose because the Typhlosions have small arms as well, so I was trying to find something which could work with small arms. The things I don't make it too real. See, some things look more complicated than when they are. Think about it. It's not too complicated. I mean, I've done it for too long, so I guess. I mean, when I first started painting, it was complicated. It wasn't easy, but I think anything you learn for the first time is always going to be complicated when you first. Like for example, if you're learning Blender, I tried learning Blender on Friday night last week, and that was tough. All I made was a three potato and a lampshade. A lamp, sorry, not lampshade, a lamp with a little shade on it. I don't know what I was doing, but I made something out of it, and it was hard. It took me like that was like 1 hour's worth of messing around with it. Excuse me, and yeah. But I think if I spend more time on it, I'm hoping it'll get easier, right? It'll get easier to use and figure out. Yeah, my reason to use in Blender is just basically helps with, again, with references like this. So if I was like wanting to find out how purple objects or certain kind of objects affect certain kind of fabric or texture, you can simulate it in Blender just to give you an idea. Because sometimes you can't always find references that you're looking for. Instead you have to get bits and pieces, right? Bits of information and kind of cobble it together, like a collage. And that's what I tend to do. So I try and find as much information as I can, and then bring it all together and see how it all looks on my canvas. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but the thing about it is you learn from it. So I think so I like to treat these paintings as like a testing session, because these are all just personal pieces, so have a bit of fun with it. Having fun is what painting's about. That's the other. Gotta have fun, right? Otherwise, this idea of like a magey kind of effect, but I think all the Pokemons have kind of done are like have this kind of dramatic visual to them. That works. Yeah, those kind of arts work as well. I mean that kind of coloring in can be seen as graphic design, right? Because you're coloring in shapes, right? Like when you fill it in, smooth, simple shading. Those kind of stuff is a good example of knowing what kind of shapes to make, right? To chisel out how, if you had a sphere, what sort of simple shading would you apply to it to give it that three-dimensional look? So you have to sometimes think about the kind of concave, like a curved shape to create that 3D feel. So that is a art form in itself, graphic design. I call it that's more graphic design. Think like a graphic designer. I like to think that when you paint is the same thing. I'm kind of making these shapes, and the pose I'm making is like a silhouette. The silhouette has to the shape of the character has to make sense with the piece. If I zoom out, things like that. So I tend to look at everything, because I guess if I just did it as a simple flat color shading, then I'd pretty much be there. And then it's just got a case of like cutting things out like this, these little shapes like that. Mm-hmm. I think that's when the best stuff comes out. When you're not sure what you're doing and you experiment and it happens. That's the best. That's the best time. I think that's the best time when it happens. I think that's why right now I'm messing around with it. I might discover something. I go, oh yeah, I could do that, and boom, comes out. It just comes out of nowhere. But normally, so right now this is just thumbnail stage. So this is a tiny little picture, tiny little doodle. So when I'm happy with it, I'll blow it up, and then I start refining it down. But by then, I don't need to work on it, you know, because all the work's been done, right? So right now, doesn't matter if I make a mistake. It's fine to make a mistake. It's all good. It's all good. That's that. I think that's the best approach. And the reason why I draw tiny, reason why I draw tiny is the fact that it saves effort. Because if you draw on a big canvas, your machine's working overtime. And that's when things start going wrong, right? You're using up loads of memory, using up all these RAM and everything. I've got loads of RAM on this machine, but still, I'm a bit try to be efficient with it. I don't try to go crazy and use it all up at once. Once you use colored lines and it looked amazing, and found a new art style. I guess cool, nice. Yeah. See, I went through. I mean, when I first started out, I did mostly Toonie art. I did Sonic art. Sonic art and Toonie art. They were two of my things that I used to do, and it was nice. I enjoyed it. Nothing wrong with Sonic art. I used to enjoy drawing Sonic characters. I even tried making a comic, like my own comic, Sonic, starring Amy. Trying to make her the main character, like based on the Sonic the comic stuff, because Sonic comic stuff, some of the stuff in there was really cool, the stories. So it just got me thinking. I never finished the comic because, like, I think I only made about one page. But yeah, a lot of effort. Making comics is not easy. It's not easy. Oh my god, like, hats off to those people that do it. But like, yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I don't know why I stopped. I think now, if I try to draw a Sonic character, I think I'll probably struggle. I mean, did I do a Sonic character before? I'm just thinking. Oh yes, yes I have. Oh, hang on, I have done a Sonic. I've done a Sonic overpaint. So you know when the Sonic trailer came out, the new Sonic last year, the Sonic trailer, I did some overpainting of the movie. I gave Sonic a cleavage and all sorts of stuff, messing around with Photoshop, and I even turned Sonic into Rouge. I turned it into Rouge, and I made Tails into a female Tails. Don't ask me why. I thought, let me just see what I can do with Photoshop, and just went off from there. I did the curse, yes. I did 3 curses, and boom. The Tails one, when I put the Tails one on Twitter, man, people hated that. Oh my god, like people wanted dead. It's like, I'm gonna cut you and find you and break your kneecaps. But the one of Sonic as a female, no one seems to be worried about that, and certainly no one was worried about Rouge, the conversion of Rouge. But Tails one, I think there's a lot of Tails fans out there. I was like, calm down. I'm like, well, I'm only having fun here. I'm just having fun. Yeah, just messing around with Photoshop. I even said I was messing around with Photoshop. Yeah, there's a lot of angry. Yeah, Twitter has a lot of hardcore Sonic fans, or Tails fans, should I say? Tails fans. You don't want to mess with them. You don't want to be messing with them. They come around and be in trouble. There you go. Lower here just to give it some edge. I'm gonna try and some glow under this neck. There we go. Yeah, I learned my lesson there. don't mess with Twitter. Twitter lot. Twitter can be a minefield, but I learnt my lesson, so don't do it. Only do it at your own discretion. Bear in mind, it was that bad. I don't think I put my name tag on the picture because I didn't want people. Actually, I did put my name tag on there. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, you got a point there. That is true. But the thing is, right? I didn't make it not safe for work. It wasn't a not safe for work picture. It was a safe for work. It was Tails wearing a bikini. So from the end of the movie, you know, the end of the Sonic movie, there's a clip from there's a clip on there. That shot, I took that shot, and I just repainted it. That was it. Nothing bad, nothing naughty. You know, I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't go that far, especially with the movie stuff. Like, it's going crazy. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, I kept it clean because, you know, I do. There are, you know, Sonic fans out there that which are gotta be careful with them. I think some of my followers are probably Sonic fans. I didn't want to mess with them. There's some of them would prefer me to make a rather curvy looking Tails or a Rouge maybe. That's maybe probably Sonic as well. Who knows? But yeah. I think some people. That's the thing about the internet. Yeah, you know, if you're making fun of something, some people may take it a bit too hard. I think that's the thing, isn't it? That's what I've learned from social media in general. What may seem funny to you may not be funny to them, and like, yeah, when I've seen some things erupt from a simple joke to it's like, what? You what? You what? And that's it. Angry people. Does this thing have a tail? It doesn't have a tail. It does have a tail. Oh, okay, so it's a frizzly tail. I'll probably try and do streams earlier because I know Blue Spirit does his streams earlier. I think because I do my streams late, I think a lot of people go to bed. I've had people telling me that I start my streams really late. That it's tricky. Sonic fan base is a wild place. I can't decide if I like it or hate it. But once you get a decent conversation, it can be amazing around the community, especially with all the fan creations out there. Yeah. Like I've never actually been to experience a Sonic community. I've not actually joined one. I might have to look into these things. Do you know any big groups potentially? If there's like maybe like a Discord sort. I guess Reddit will be the alternative, wouldn't it? Reddit. All right, Blue, you take it easy, man. Get some rest. It's 10:45 now, so I assume you are going to get some rest. Yes, you are. Yes, so take it easy. And thanks for the raid as well, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciated the raid. It's been for 1 hour 13 minutes, and I'm still piddling around with the blocking of this Typhlosion. Let's get in there. Get in there. trying to speed up my painting process. So normally at work, I think that what I found is that when I'm streaming, my painting process slows down considerably. When I'm not streaming, when I'm actually doing work, like smash out something like 5 hours of rendering, 5 hours of rendering time, get this done. But I think the streaming element is important because obviously it's nice to share what you do. Because normally I'll just do this on offline with the recorder playing right now on its own and play some of this cool lo-fi music or jazz music or Italo. You know what? I've not listened to any Italo music in a while. I have to indulge back into that. I'm on Sonic Discords. Most of them are different from each other than I think Distant will be in Helmix Discord server. Also, Helmix is a Sonic YouTuber who puts really good content. Okay, nice. Another spammer. Let's get rid of him. Eleanor Morgan. Right, port yourself out there. Okay, there we go. See, we used to get Twitch bots, right? Now all the Twitch bots are gone. I think I've not seen that many Twitch bots, but now you get bots on YouTube now, which spam. It's crazy. Can't get rid of them. Can't get rid of bots. They're here to stay. Always up to no good. Yeah. Do you remember the days back in the days where on Twitch when you get those bots that tell you, do you want some more followers? Try and follow, twitchfollowers.com or whatever. I don't see them anymore, so I guess they're gone. And now we're getting like bots on YouTube. Like, God damn it! It's like get rid of one problem, another one they move off somewhere else. The bots have figured another place for posting their bull plop. Oh. Okay. Let's sort those hands out because I kind of skimmed through them really quickly because I wasn't fussed. So let's just get this refiner's hands down. Oh. And I think I've got a new layout. That's the one. Yeah. Let me just quickly take a look at the references again. When I first tried streaming, I legit got these bots and said, "Okay, yeah, exactly, yeah." I used to get those as well. Now they're gone. I don't know where they're gone now, but who cares? They're gone. But now, see, the thing is, I stream via YouTube as well. So I'm streaming on multiple platforms because I'm not a affiliate. I'm not a Twitch affiliate. I don't think I will be a Twitch affiliate because I try to expand out as many platforms as I can. So I've not signed my soul to Twitch yet. But yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea to go down this route, and then obviously now I'm seeing bots on YouTube. I normally don't see bots on YouTube. You never see this. Now they've been starting to slowly appear now and then. Very sneaky little gits. Little sneakies. References. I got caught in a ramble there. Got caught in a ramble there. These pesky bots. Yeah. These Typhlosion, some ice and Typhlosion, some fingers. Small tip fingers. As people, I streamed only on YouTube once, but that was my brother, and it was a horrible stream. Oh, really? Why was it horrible? What happened? What happened? Oh dear. You tell. I like. I might just change that hand. I'm not happy with the hand. Let's clean it up a bit. Let's erase that as well. Just a rock. Well, we want to play Cuphead back. Well, I've got to resume my stream in there. Once to play Cuphead back. Then, but at first controller wouldn't work, and then Cuphead for some reason second. Oh, yeah. You gotta have for streaming. Having the internet, good internet is important. I completely agree with that. Back way back, we're talking like about at least 4 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago. I think roughly now 4 years ago. I didn't have good internet. My upload rate was 1 meg. 1 meg upload. That sucked. Terrible for streaming. Terrible for anything really. But like terrible download as well. I wasn't on fiber at the time, so really expensive. It was really expensive at the time as well, and I didn't get fiber until like a few years after. I think I can't remember when I got it, but like it was a game changer. But still, I don't have a fast connection. I think the maximum speed, maximum upload I've got is about 6 meg, whereas other people I know they've got like 30 meg upload, or 60 meg upload and friggin' 80 megabytes download or something stupid like that. It's really fast. There's some areas in the UK which they have fast connection. I'm in an area which has terrible internet connection, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm paying the same amount as if the amount I'm paying is as if I should get more. Like people, I'm paying the same amount. It's ridiculous in the UK. Legit download is better than uploading on my end. Yeah. So I mean, what you could do, I'm sure if you know how to do it, is in OBS you can throttle your upload so you can do a nice clean stream. But yeah, it's one of those things you have to play with. I mean, when I used to stream on the 1 meg line, I would throttle my connection down so 600 kilobytes, and that is a lot. Terrible, but it just about played games, and sometimes it'll make the games a bit pixely, but 720p you could pretty much get away with it. But yeah, it wasn't that good, but that was my way around it. But the thing is, if for art streaming it didn't matter, but for game streamers, yeah, for game streams you want to get the most, right? But you can't play multiplayer games. That was the only problem. Multiplayer games were no on stream because you need both the internet. You need both upload and download whilst you play multiplayer games, right? So that was one of the drawbacks. I couldn't play I couldn't play Quake Champions online. It was terrible. I was getting lag all over the place. It's like, oh, where's this lag coming from? It's down a bit because the hand's a bit biggy. There we go. Luckiest stream I got somehow to work was where I played through Sonic Mania. Okay, yeah, Sonic, yeah. But Sonic Mania is not multiplayer, is it? Or is it multiplayer? No, no, yeah. So single player games, you'd be fine. You'd be fine for single player games, but it's just if on a low connect on a low upload, multiplayer will obliterate it. But yeah, getting fiber was for me was the game changer. That's when it changed. But like it was a bit expensive at the time as well. Oh my god, I was paying like a lot of money. It wasn't cheap. I'm glad fiber is kind of the price is still a bit here and there, but you know, trying to get yeah. Slightly more vertical. Yeah. If I'm doing silly hand poses like that, I'm trying to visualize this pose. So sometimes I just do my hand like that. Sometimes what I sometimes also do is get my smartphone, get my Note 8, and pose like this, like that, and then use that as a reference. Just regular 2D, also 2D Sonic they should do more. Yes, yeah. Well, I've noticed a lot of good games are 2D. You know, a lot of indie game makers and which make some lovely stuff is all in 2D. I think that should be an example. That should give an example of that. It shows that a good game doesn't need to be, full graphics and all that crap. No one cares about that. It's all about the gameplay. It's all about the story and the style. I think the style can also play an important part. Gameplay, yeah, big budget graphics, yeah. We don't want these AAA poop, right? AAA stuff, right? I'm sick of AAA. Sick of it. No one wants AAA. Who wants AAA? Just the buzzword these big companies use for their titles, which no one cares. Actually, to be honest, one game I'm looking forward to, and obviously I'm still on the fence by it, but we'll see how well it looks, is the remastered version of Dead Space. I don't know if you saw the video footage they released. EA Games released some clips of the gameplay behind, of the new one. It looks really good. They really are. I mean, it's a shame Visceral Games are not part of not part of EA anymore, but it looks interesting. I do like my horror games, so that's my horror game side kicking in there. So some triple games that are boring. It's kind of some are okay, some are just basically bland. I mean, I'm just always there. Blah. Well, any games that have microtransactions, I think that's the thing I'm not a fan of. Like back in my day, games didn't have that stuff. Games didn't have you paying for more things, right? Unless it was a full on add-on, right? If you're paying for an add-on, then fine, like a whole new continuation of a story, right? So, like for example, if let's say a Sonic game came out, right, and then a DLC would be like, like this adds a whole new chapter with like, you know, 20 more levels or something, you know, I'm happy to pay extra, you know, for sequel or whatever, but or maybe 10 levels. But I think we live in a society now where everything is just basically, well, you know, everything is buy cosmetic this, cosmetic that. You've already paid for the game, or we give you a vertical slice of the game, vertical slice. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So they have said for the makers of the remake of Dead Space, they're saying that it's not going to have any microtransactions. We'll see about that, but yeah, so far it looks good. The work in progress of it, anyway. And I do love horror games. I've been, yeah, horror games. Can't get enough of them. Cannot get enough of them. It's I was actually downloading some Steam. Steam has some sort of event going on right now, where I think they're showing off. Showing off small title games from small publishers. And there's one game which I downloaded called Paranormal Hunter, which obviously looks like Phasmophobia, but it's VR based. So I've got a VR headset, so I was thinking of giving it a try. And I've got a few other games which look interesting as well. One was more VR puzzle based, like you're on a ship. So, horror games. I didn't dive deep into horror games that much. Yeah. I don't know when I got into horror games. I think when was it? What was my favorite horror game? There's too many to choose from. I mean, the only horror game I enjoyed, I think, most was Thief. I think Thief is not a horror game. Thief is more of a stealthy game, but it has horror elements. Thief: The Dark Project, fantastic game. Stealth, and it wasn't combat. It wasn't an action game per se, but if you ever want to play a good FPS stealthy game, Thief: The Dark Project is the one to try. Square Enix did a remake of it called Thief, which sucks. Avoid that game. It's AAA game. Crap. Absolute crap. The first game that came out by Looking Glass Studios, that's the one to play. And the engine's old, but man, it's still great. It's such a great game. They also made a game called System Shock. System Shock is very, very good. Very spooky as well. Stuck on a space that it's got an RPG. It's a first-person RPG kind of game. So, System Shock 2. You might be able to find it on Steam. I think it's probably on low price or something, but definitely get it on sale if you want to treat yourself to something spooky. If you're into spooky games, but if you're not into spooky games, then yeah, don't don't worry. Yeah, always I think after Thief, that's what triggered me. Thief: The Dark Project is what really got me into horror games. But at the same time, we have like things like Aliens vs Predator from 2000. Aliens vs Predator 2000 was amazing, another amazing title for its time. If you like Aliens, then you're gonna love it. But it is terrifying. That game is terrifying, but there's some really great moments in that as well. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. We stream for 1 hour 33 minutes. I've got about an hour to go. 2 hours 30 is always my Trying to get that hand to look. Oops, sorry, hand to look. There's always, most people that struggle with fingers, I find them to be interesting. There you go, that's better. We have a conjury kind of effect I want. Okay, let's leave that there. Right, so now I can actually start rendering out these hands a bit more with the pink. Oh. The glow on them will probably suffice. There we go. Welcome back. I think Blue Streamer, I think he mentioned, I think he hasn't spent much time watching other streamers. I haven't spent that much time observing other streamers. I used to, when I first started streaming, I used to like network a lot. I came across a lot of awesome artists, especially comic artists and tattooists. People that I have a strange habit of just lurking, and if I discover someone, I'm like, oh, okay, this looks interesting, and then that's it, catches my attention, and then the next thing I look for is the personality of the streamer, if they're fun to watch. And I haven't done that in a while. It's finding the time to do it. It's the problem, finding the time to find people to watch. Me. Oh man. Do that. There you go. There's some purple in this groin area, so that kind of breaks off from there. There you go. Yeah, pretty awesome. Sometimes I'll even watch streams where a game they play doesn't interest me, but yeah, like the thing is, the only people I don't watch, like, well, the only time I don't watch a streamer is when they're playing a game that I've already played, and I don't want to backseat it, if you know what I mean. I don't want to spoil it or suggest. I don't like hinting at anyone. I don't like hinting. So even if they're playing the game, I'll watch it. But sometimes I have to bite my lip. I'm like, oh, I want to help them. I want to help them. This is how you do it. But I do my best not to. I tend to not say anything. I just make a happy potato smiley face, the Lenny face, and then that's it. Just watch on. But yes, now some people sometimes I've noticed on Twitch, you get a lot of people that can't help themselves. They want to try and backseat game for you, and I think it's a shame, really. I think it's a very common thing as well, isn't it, on Twitch? Like, people always want to step in and try and help you out. when you don't want help. Sometimes because I think that, because obviously I'm sure you agree, it ruins the experience of playing the game, right? It ruins the finding out, you know. Because yeah. Tricky thing. That's why when I play games, if I'm doing a first time playthrough, I play on the hardest difficulty. I'll go for the hardest difficulty and play through it. I did a playthrough of Prey a long while back, and that was on the hardest mode. First time playthrough, blind playthrough on the hardest skill. Destroyed it. I destroyed it. I mean, I didn't need any help from anyone. I'm like, I kept telling people, look, if you let me play it, I'll play it. Watch me. I'll go. I'll ballerina dance through, and I did it. Ballerina dance through that game. Aced it. You know, aced the game on the hardest difficult setting. So people keep forgetting that I'm not much of a casual player. You know, I don't play casually. I play pretty hardcore. You know, I think that's the same with when I played Resident Evil 2, the remake of Resident Evil 2, right? People were trying to tell me, like, oh yeah, this they do. I'm like no offense to those people. Some of those people that are giving me advice, they were casual gamers. I'm not a casual gamer. I played game. Last game I played was Deep Rock Galactic, and that is not really a casual game. I mean, I tend to play on the hardest setting on the missions, where things are really intense. You know, you got to really be on your game, right? And yeah, I find that more enjoyable than just like slow pace. You know, like you know, if I'm on a slow paced game, I'll play like Minesweeper, right? But wait a minute. Actually, take it back. Minesweeper is also tense. You know, especially when it blows up in your face. You know, blows up in your face. It's all over. It's a picture of a gnome there. There we go. It's on Picato. Oh, I know where you're coming from. Once help someone with navigating the hub of Sonic Adventure because I know how hard it's to play for the first time. Yeah. I mean, if you're hinting stuff to them, that's fine. If they ask for help, then that's fine as well, because obviously someone's asking for help. Like, hey, how'd you do that? That's why sometimes I do that. If I get lost, I'm like, look, hey, does anyone know how to do this? And I'll say it, and someone will tell me it. But I think it's when you're playing the game and they're telling you as you're playing. It's like it's like this, Fungi. It's like, imagine playing Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles, and someone tells you, oh, you gotta get all the emeralds so you become supersonic. Yeah, really. Ooh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me. Oh yeah. If you go down that hole. Or like if you've got to fight the boss and it tell you how to beat the boss. I think that's the mortal sin there. Very cheeky. That's why I haven't really played. Actually, you know what? That's why I haven't played many blind playthroughs yet. I've got quite a few games which I haven't played through properly. I should go through them first before I play them on stream. In retrospect, I should have asked her, but that's pretty. No. I mean, if they said thanks, that's great. But I find you have to be careful because some people get really paranoid. I think I've watched streamers where I've not said anything, but someone else comes in randomly and tells them how to, tells them, like, hints them or tells them this, that, and the other. You can tell by the body language of the streamer that they don't really want to be told unless they ask for it, you know. But that's just my observation of some streamers when I used to watch. But when I did the Prey playthrough, oh my god, I had people telling me about, oh yeah, you should do this build. Yeah, go for this build. It's really good. Like, yeah, I'll do that build when I feel like it. You know, I'm going through it right now with this build because I want to do this build. You know, you want to get a feel for the game yourself, and yeah, it's just. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I'm not trying to criticize, but what I'm saying is, you get people out there like that which can't help themselves, and I'm one of them as well. Like when I watch someone play a game that I've played before and they're playing it badly, I sometimes bite my lip. It's like, oh, you feel like you want to help. You just can't, sometimes you can't help, and you just want to say like, oh, there's like a hint here you can get. It'll help you. I've, 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 I've had those moments before. I was like, oh, right, let's get the flames in. I forgot to do the flames here. These little chesty things. There we go. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, what I've learned, the best way, for me, I've learned that the best way to do it is just take a step back, take a deep breath, and just enjoy it. Just watch how it unfolds, and don't say anything, and just make a smiley face. That's what I do. You see me do it. You see me do it on a on a Blue Spirit stream. Just do a little smiley face, and then that's it. Let him enjoy. Let him enjoy it. Let the streamer enjoy his or her game, and that's, you know. Yeah. But yeah, horror games. Best games ever. Best games ever. Might have to start rendering this painting out maybe tomorrow's session, I think. Still got to block it up. Actually, I'm kind of almost there, but making slight adjustments here and there. So I'm satisfied with the face here. So this will be more female-like, I think. So I think we have to. Sometimes I can't help myself though. If people play Sonic games terribly and blame the game for it, oh, yeah, I see. So I never blame the game unless it's a terrible game. The only terrible game I've ever played, was Daymare 1984. It's on Steam, and it's made by some people that did it. Like they did a fan. Basically, this company made a game which was based off the idea of making Resident Evil 2. So it's like a fan made version of Resident Evil 2, but it was done so badly. I hated it. But I played through it. I didn't stream it, but I played through it on my Discord, and I was swearing along the way all for the entire game because it was so bad. But the thing is, people loved it. I hated the mechanics of it. So I don't know if you've probably seen Resident Evil 2, the remake. Sorry. So the problem with the game was you had to manually reload your gun every time. So you had to bring up the menu, which is basically the game is still playing in the background, and you have to manually load it, like using like the interface. You know, the interface was terrible as well. So the UI was terrible, but you had to you couldn't just press reload. You had to bring up the menu and reload the gun, and you had to put ammo into the clips. You don't just get ammo. You have to get the ammo out of the box into the clips and keep the clips to one side. That makes sense. So if you had like 2 clips, you had to fill the clips up with ammo in your inventory. Then when you're playing the game, then you can reload twice. After that, you can't do anything. You had to like basically go back into the options, into your inventory system, combine the clip with the box of ammo to get the ammo out, which didn't make sense. I didn't make sense. I couldn't make sense of it. I'm like, this is terrible. This is infuriating. Like, and their excuse was, oh well, they want to try and make the experience of it more real, like as if you actually had to do that. And I disagree. I thought it was a terrible idea, but that was the excuse. But anyway, yeah, it's hassle. Yeah, it's like the moment you make the game infuriating, then you're not really done the game properly. I think like for example, in Resident Evil 2, you didn't have that kind of problem. Why would you want to do that in this? And it's like basically their excuse was they wanted to make the game like Resident Evil 2 remake, but using the controls and using the setup from back in the 90s, if that makes sense. It's just didn't make sense. But anyway, their sequel, the sequel's out right now. It's a demo of it. I was going to download it, but I didn't. But I think I might have to download it and give it a try, because I completed the first game, and I installed it. Gave it a bad review. On my Discord, on my Steam. I was like, oh my, this is awful. Worst experience ever. And yeah, I could rant on it for hours, but and the thing was, I played on the hardest setting as well. Like any game, if I want to play on the maximum settings, gotta do it. So I did that, and yeah. Resident Evil 2 on the original PS1, and let me tell you, I played for 10 minutes and probably and then never again. Oh, see, Resident Evil 2 was good on the console. I mean, when it first started, it was a true sense of survival horror, which was great. You know, I think it really put you under pressure. I think the remake does the same thing as well. I think the remake did a good job. You know, it really puts you on the edge. I died a few times in that game. It wasn't easy. It was not easy at all. When I streamed it, I was so up against it. And people would think, obviously, people trying to tell me how to play it at the same time. I'm like, look, I know what I'm doing. But I came through. I figured it. The thing is, the more you play it, the more you start to figure out how the game works, right? So then you can just play through it again. Yeah, tank controls. No one liked tank controls. I mean, I played the first Resident Evil, and that was on my Sega Saturn. I've got a Sega Saturn in my loft. It's still there. It's a beautiful machine. And yeah, I had a Resident Evil on that. And before I even played the game, I heard rumors it was like difficult. I was like, really, it can't be that hard. And I think for its time, you get used to the controls. So I think that's me. But like now, I don't think I can get used to it. But I've got someone gifted me Resident Evil 0, which is the remastered version of first Resident Evil game. So I tried it. I died. I think I died on the first zombie. I just wanted to test it out, and yeah, it's a brutal game. It's changed a lot. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, have you played the new Tomb Raider games? They're really good. I think it's Rise of the Tomb Raider. I think. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Very, very good game. Story-wise, was great. Darker, I think this should be. It's glow. There we go. As well, I think it should be more dark here. Excuse me, because it's like glow happening from the source. So then there'll be the glow part. Oh, not that part, but the upper part here. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I'm liking the look at this. It's taking shape now, the way colours interact, and I think I need to there's a bit more blue here, just a little glow here, maybe some bit of more light, just to amp up the rim light on this back as well. So I'm going to bring that here. Here we go. Because the tail's not going to get much attention. Same here either as well. But this area is going to be shadowed out, so I'd like to just give it some glow, maybe here as well. Tail, yeah. That. I haven't played the new one. Parents used to play the original Tomb Raider. That's why I never exposed to new. I recommend getting, if you get a chance. I think on Epic Games they were free. I know some people don't believe in Epic Games, but yeah, it was free on there for a while. But if you do get a chance to if you do get a chance to get your hands on the original on sale for the Tomb Raider stuff, give it a try. The story is good. I'll be honest. I've never played any of the Tomb Raider games before. None of them. That Tomb Raider was my first one, and the story on it was good. Like it shows the transition of this woman becoming this person. So it's a good character build. Yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it. Very, very nice game. I've not played the sequel yet, which was Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think. Or I think it's called Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think that's a sequel to it. It's very, very nice. I was going to stream that as well because that supports RTX, and I've got an RTX card, you see. So I'm one of the lucky people that owns an RTX card. So on that layer, on the rock layer. Okay, just put here then, separate layer. Yeah, got an RTX card before all the crazy graphics card hoo-ha happened. So apparently the Rise of Shadow of the Tomb Raider supports RTX. So it'd be nice to actually maybe do a stream of that, and maybe so I can get the card to do that. Get some cool visuals. I have a Tomb Raider at home, Angel of Darkness. Oh, is that the older ones, isn't it? Angel of Darkness. See the original Tomb Raiders, right? The way I see it, they're the games. They're the pro versions, right? Because in that game, in those ones, you can't afford to make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you die instantly. There's no hand holding. Whereas the newer ones, it's all hand holding. Like you won't fall off the edge that easily. The game will not let you fall off, basically. And you're protected by some invisible barrier. I think that most games have that kind of invisible barrier thing going on, right? So you never will feel that you're in danger. It's an awesome video that someone made a long time ago, basically comparing like games of today versus games of the old. It's a great video. I should probably link it in chat 1 second if I can find it. This sums up my era of gamers. Hang on, Quake. I think it's called If Quake was made today. If Quake was made today. If Quake was made today. I think this is one. Yeah, let me just link it. Oh, there you go. Oh, there's the little buttons. Yeah. Here we go. This video. Excuse me, if you know so. Yeah, this video sums up my era of gaming versus what we have today. Hilarious. It's great. Let's flamey stuff sorted. Just gonna erase that for a second. And a reference again for the flamies. Okay. Copy link. Oh, yeah. This flame's on its shoulders only. Oh right, okay. It's only on its neck. It's only on its neck. Okay, see, I made a boob here. I made a boob up here. The flame is only on its neck, so not on its. There we go. That's better. Yeah, nearly. See, I'm not paying attention there. Not paying attention to detail here. So, okay, let's fix this. There we go. Bang on. Perfect. There we go. So these flames are from the neck, from its neck thingy, neck flamey thingies. Cool. Right. I think you watched the video then. It's good, isn't it? It's good. It's pretty much sums up what's happened, what things have changed back, now that we took for granted back in the day. Like same with console games, right? Same with console games. Like there was no hand holding, right? You have to, if you fall off an edge, you fall, you die, it's game over. You learn from it, you don't do it again, right? You don't. Nowadays, games will just tell you, oh, well, we know it's an edge here. There's an edge here. If you fall off it, you're gonna die. You can't. Don't worry. We've put up an invisible barrier, so you won't fall off that edge. Or the game will just give you a hint. If you fall off this edge, you'll die. Try and merge these a little bit. There you go. Oh yeah, well, I didn't watch the video. Oh right. Okay, cool. No. I thought sorry. When you said that, I thought you watched the video because it's kind of relevant. I was like, okay, I assumed you watched it. That's fine. That's cool. It's cool. All good. Yeah. I mean, a few months ago. When I say few, we're talking like back in July, I think last year July. I was there's a website you can find websites where you can play emulated games, right? And I came across Atari games on a website. There's one game I used to enjoy playing on my Atari game console called Berserk, and it's like a shooter game. The game has no ending because it's an old Atari game, but very skillful game, and it gets harder each time as well, which is great. But yeah, it was all about getting the highest score, right? It's all about, back then it was all about who can get the highest score. It wasn't about end. The games will never had an ending, but yeah. And I introduced it to some of my peeps on my Discord server. I said to them, like, look, I'm playing this game. See who can get the highest score. Obviously, someone beat me, of course, but it's great. It's great times. I do miss playing the old Atari game stuff. Atari VCS 2600. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you know it. You know Berserk. Okay, yeah. There you go. So I found a website which, and the amazing thing is, it supports Xbox joypads. So I was playing on my joypad. I'm just thinking, this is amazing. This is perfect. So I was playing that for a while. Played. You can also play Pitfall. Can't go wrong with Pitfall. I never owned the game, so never owned Pitfall, but playing it on there was great. I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. The game has not. There we go. It needs more white, so I'm just on this side. There you go. Boom. Did you got me PAL in Terra 2? Yes, I did. Yes, I had PAL. I was on PAL. So on my Atari, I didn't really have any of those games. So basically, Berserk was on a friend's console, but on my Atari, which is 2600, I had the 32 games in one pack, the one cart with 32 games, and there were some good games on there. There were some good games. Some of them had some scary sounds, like really scary. They used to terrify me, but I was like, oh my god, this like, why would you have sounds which scare you? You know, I don't know. But it was, yeah, great console. A lot of good times played with my cousin and people that come round who play, sit together, challenge ourselves, you know, on Atari games. That's how it was, you know. Bit of a glow, but I think, yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the golf. Yes, I remember that. Yep. So my 32 games in one cartridge wasn't gold. It was green. It was a green sticker with 32 games in one. But there was a weird golf game on there. Let me find a picture of it. If I find a picture of it, I think you'll know straight away. Hang on. Atari 32 games in one. Yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh sorry. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was a 2600, and let me find the golf game. Golf. Oh, can't spell it properly. Golf. Found it. Found it. Found it. Image address. Is this it? Is that the image? Oh, sorry. Is that the game? Sorry. That's the golf game. I can show you the green sticker. And we're wearing it. Someone actually there you go. Copy address. There you go. Oh, that's the one I had. It came with the box. Came with the console. Unless yours was different. Just you had. there's gonna be some shadow on this side, I think. Red. Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I didn't have anyone to play it with, but it was I remember that game. It was a weird game. Did you ever complete? Did you ever complete it? I think I might have completed it. I may have completed it at some point a long time ago, but I do remember that game. It was annoying, but a very annoying game. I've got about 20 or so minutes left of stream time. Tabs on it. I don't know. Probably not. I don't really advertise the YouTube thing as much. I mean, I ping it everywhere. But you know what? I think the problem is I used to upload a lot of videos. I used to upload a fair lot of videos every week. After painting this, I would make a speed. So right now I'm recording it as well, and I'd upload it as well. And 2 years ago, I just went cold turkey. I just didn't bother uploading stuff. So I should go back. I think if I did start uploading more videos, I think the YouTube algorithm would probably pick me up more often, right? Because I think that's how it works. If you with especially YouTube, you gotta keep posting videos, and I think I haven't been doing that. I haven't been doing that as much, and I should probably get back into doing that. Been a bit lazy. Actually, this looks nicer now. Looking better than it was before. I'm satisfied with the values. I'm just going to bring this red glow down a bit on its arm, so it's a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, most of my focus has always been on Twitch. Like right now, you're on Twitch, so I find Twitch tends to be a bit more. I find Twitch a bit more. There's always someone that turns up and watches your stream, right? Whereas YouTube's like YouTube, I've had 1 or 2 people that pop by, and I have some people from Discord that sometimes drop by now and then. But like they're doing like Oh yeah. Potatoes. Yeah. So that those potato faces, I'm gonna be making like a 2D animated face, like similar to what Blue Spirit was using. He told me about that app, and I've made like someone's made me like the potato illustration. It's like a really crudely drawn potato. I'm gonna modify the mouth a bit so the mouth is moving. Hopefully that will replace this cam. So it'll be a potato bobbing about whilst painting, or maybe gaming. The gaming potato, yes. I think I like that. I think I'd like that. Because like I know some people that do VTube and stuff and things like that. I think they're more conscious about how they look. I don't really care. I just put my face on there. My face is on the camera. But one thing I used to do, I don't do often, is the zoom in, my camera zooming stuff, which I used to zoom in like really close to my face, like for fun. And obviously to do that, I need to sort my shortcuts out. I can still do them with my shortcuts, but I was thinking of buying an Elgato Stream Deck, because those things are really cool, the button things. So I may go down the line of getting one for fun, give that a go. I do stream quite a bit. I do stream every week, so 3-week stuff looks so weird. That's why I'm happy. See with the 3D thing, the problem is the glasses, because I wear glasses, and I've got a program which does it's kind of like a face rig, But the problem is because my eyes got reflections, the eyes might not work properly. So you have to I think you have to stream without your glasses, or you have to stream it. You have to make the camera so it's aiming down at you, so the eye doesn't reflect. Your glasses don't reflect. So right now, I'm looking at the camera. See the reflections, and the tracking can sometimes get a bit balked out. It gets a bit upset because it can't see your eyes, and eye tracking is important, right? So I think with the 2D stuff you can get away with that. Oh, what happened there? Oh, that there was a bot. It tried to post by followers, primes, and viewers. we just talked about bots, and a YouTube bot just turns up. Nice. Oh dear. That's funny. They returned, yeah. I jinxed myself. Oh man. Yeah, I was looking for more 2D based avatar stuff than the 3D. I don't want 3D stuff, unless the only time I want to use 3D is if I'm doing VR chat. Which reminds me, on this Sunday that went, I was going to stream a VR chat session, because I don't know if you was listening in when I was talking to I was chatting to Blue Spirit. I host furry VR hangouts, very VR gaming events with my local fandom, London Furs. So I host from 9 o'clock until midnight. We go around on VR chat playing VR games. We get a good turnout at like 12 to 13 people, so anyone can turn up and we all play games together, and it's fun. It's a great way to meet other people, and especially with VR chat. If you don't know anyone in VR chat, it's a great way to network, right? You play a game together, have fun. You may see them again next time, so it's great. So it breaks the ice a bit as well. The VR chat can be a bit, if you suffer from social anxiety, it can be difficult, whereas these kind of game groups that we do breaks the ice a bit. Everyone has fun, everyone talks to each other. It's all just fun and games. And yeah, because I think during lockdown, I use VR chat quite a bit. But when I bought my VR headset, I was telling Blue about it. Yeah, there's quite a lot of games on there which you can play, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic, and obviously nowadays I don't really have time to VR chat as much, because like I should be painting and working on stuff, and but like last year when I bought my VR headset, I was on VR chat after work. I would be on VR chat for like before I start streaming. I'll jump on VR chat for a bit, talk to people, and then come back out VR chat just to get back streaming. And then once I'm finished streaming, I jump back onto VR chat, because why not? Socializing. And the nice thing is that there was also a VR convention, and I've met some lovely people through that. The VR conventions they have are amazing for everyone. So you have a Vernal Equinox. There is also Ferality. Ferality is a VR only convention. Very, very nice. Met some people through that. Some of them have discovered my works through that, because you can have a dealer's den on there as well. A VR dealer's den. So I set up a dealer's den on there. People can see my work. And they pinged me, and they found me, and they found my group, joined my group. So it's a great way. It's nice. It's another alternative way to go to places without going out. talking about VR chat and stuff, have you watched the trailer to Chip and Dale movie? 2D characters, look VR chat characters. I've not seen it. There's a movie? There's a movie? Hang on, wait a minute. I don't recall. I don't remember there being a Chip and Dale movie. Chip and Dale. Oh wow, wait a minute. What's going on here? That isn't. Whoa. Disney Plus goes full Space Jam 2 with Chip and Dale Rescue. Oh my goodness, what have they done to it? Hmm. I don't know about that one. I mean, I'll have to watch the trailer. I'll have to watch the trailer. I'm going to pause up. Let me just quickly see this. Oh, I see. Okay. Cool. This is bizarre. So yeah. See, right. It's 3D. It's 3D, 2D. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what's going on here. Okay, that's pretty cool. So it's a combination of 2D and yeah, okay. This reminds me of Roger Rabbit. Do you remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Like same kind of yeah. I mean the comment that someone left on here. It's so weird hearing them sound so different. I'm so excited, but also kind of disappointed. They have different voice cast. So CG with 2D animation, something I know I didn't want, but visually looks amazing. Some of the voices I grew up with, yeah. If it, I've not obviously I can't hear the voices. I've got a mute at the moment, but I'll have to listen to the It does look. It looks interesting. I don't know. I'll have to watch it after the stream, and if you're about tomorrow, I'll let you know. But yeah, it's. Oh, Chip is the one with the big nose, I think. Right? Chip and Dale is Dale. I think Dale's the one with the black nose. I think. Yeah, I like Fish Rainbow Rabbit. The problem is that I noticed that some of the 2Ds. Yes, so I think see when they made Who Framed Roger Rabbit, they added like gloss around the characters to give it that three-dimensional feel. Because obviously it's 2D characters, but if you'd have to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit again. Like the animation, the way they did it was like to make it look as if it belonged in the world, and from looking at that, it looks like they haven't done that. That's why, yeah. Oh, you mean a Chip and Dale movie? Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, actually, one thing I did like about it, gadgets in it. Gadget. Now, I don't know about you. I've done some not safe at work stuff for gadget. Very tasteful ones as well. Need to render them out though. I've done like thumbnails. I've not finalized them, but I need to get my stuff together and try and get them finished. Because I did one of Minerva Mink. I don't know if you know Animaniacs. I did a version of Minerva Mink, looking very saucy in her nude self. Couldn't help myself. Had to be done. But in Roger Rabbit, everything in 2D was hand drawn, luckily, but as for Chippendale, oh yeah. It's 3D, it's 3D 2D, isn't it? Sorry, 3D 2D, cell shaded kind of outlined rendering, which you can now get away with these days, isn't it? It's like everything's like I've seen some animes which do that, and I hate it. Like Beastars I can get away with. I would allow Beastars. I would allow, but like it still puts me off. Like I don't know if you remember the anime Berserk, anime. The original was amazing, but then they released the OVAs, which were like the slightly like movie versions. They were good. It was a mixture of 2D and 3D. But then they made second season, and second season was all 3D, and it looked horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible 3D, and it. No, but the thing is in Beastars, right? They use a mixture of 2D and 3D. There's some elements in season 1 which they used a bit of 2D, so it's fine. It is fine. It is fine to mix it up, but to blatantly just do 3D all over the place, it can become a bit. I mean, yeah, that's what I liked about Beastars. They were I guess they were messing around with it, but I don't know. It's Beastars I can forgive. I can kind of. I mean, at first I hated it, right? But then the more I watched it, I was like, okay, I like this. I take it all back. It's like I can live with this. I can. Because I do like Haru. Haru's my favorite character. So she's like she's a nice little bunny. So I was like, okay. Who's your favorite character in Beastars? Is it Legoshi or the guy with the panda with what's his name? The one with the scar in his eye? Or Lewis? Oh boy, you make. Well, you don't have to tell me. No, it's a difficult one, isn't it? If you like a morph, you can label more than one character if you like. I mean, look at the tail. Oh, I think the tail's spiky. I think I'm just kind of winging the tail there. I'm actually looking at the tail. It's got spikes in it. What has it got at the back? Show me that tail. Okay, it's got spikes. Edge. Where's that edge lighting? Did I do it here? No. Where did I do this? Edge lighting was on that. No. When you start with multiple layers, things get a bit. Oh, there it is. All here. Okay. Cool. But I could definitely say I liked Legoshi, I guess, for the most part, since we got to see the most of him. Yeah. Now here's the question now. What do you prefer? Do you prefer subtitle version or do you prefer the dubbed version? This is a tricky one now. I don't care which one you like, but this is debatable. Can be debatable with most animes. Do you prefer the original Japanese subtitle or do you prefer full on English, like dubbed, doublicious dub? I've got about 1 minute left on my session. I'm just gonna hide this drafty piece here. Ooh, where's it gone? Oh, that's not it. That one there. That's it. Hide him. There you go. Nice. This is taking shape. I'm liking the way it looks, and yeah, beautiful. Oh boy, for the anime, I'll let that slide and say English and German dub because they did. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I've tried to avoid myself. I try to avoid dubbed because after I heard I don't know if you watch Agretsuko. I tried watching the English version of that, and oh my god, the characters sound so different, and it put me off. It's like, oh my god, no. Some things just don't work well with in English, and certain characters anyway. So it kind of put me in a position. I was like, no, can't. Okay. Like for example, Feneko, yeah, Feneko. In English, the English actor, she so cringy, it made me cringe, like the way she sounded, like when she does a giggle, her giggle. Obviously the Japanese actor, she nails it. She nails that her repertoire, who she is. To have someone dub that just doesn't work. It just, no one can replace that character in it yet. I heard it, I was like, no, this is not what it sounds. No. Then it goes like a robot well, no, I don't know. It sounded worse than a robot. It was like a robot. It was like a human trying to be a robot. A terrible robot. I was like, no, don't do it. Lower on this side here. There you go. Yeah, I tend to watch English, Japanese first. Gives me an idea of what the characters are really like from a Japanese point of view, isn't it? They cut corners and made Google Translator handle the job. Oh, really? Oh, yikes! That's a oof. Right. You have to forgive me, but my time has expired on this session. I was quickly going to save this out before I. A bit lighter because it's a bit too strong there. No, shutters a bit. Just maybe increase the shadows here as well. Just the edge. Try and make the edge a bit tighter. There we go. Music go too. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. It's been great. Oh, let's stop recording here. And oh. Hello, people on Picarto. Right. Oh, let me save this. Oh, hi. Type version 2. Cool. Cool. See you later. Just saving this out. Shouldn't take long. Save. Yes, it's saved. Nice. Just gonna skim through it quickly. The video. Just gonna scrub through it. Yeah, this is good. Oh. That's fine. I think I lost a bit of time in between, but that's okay. Me fixing the hand, and yeah, that's good. That's good. It's good. It's good. Good. I like this video. This one has a bit more like finesse. Beautiful. All right, close that down. Cool. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Just want to say thanks to Blue Spirit. He's probably gone already anyway, but that's fine. For passing over some peeps to me to stream for the raid. Much appreciated. I don't really know anyone to raid to. If you know anyone, if not, I'll end my session here sadly, because all the people I tend to raid are all offline. And that's the other problem. That's the other problem of streaming part, within raiding people if you don't have anyone to raid to. So there's no one to raid. There's no one. Let me check on art. Let me just quickly do that first. Let me see if there's anyone on the art section of art. There's got to be someone really low up we can raid who deserves our DLC, right? Someone on the lower end who deserves deserves these lovely people that have been just bestowed upon me. Happily pass on to you, y'all. See who's the person. They're a VTuber. So I'm trying to find the lowest of the lowest, like people that are streaming and don't have any. Sometimes it's always good to boost people's confidence to give watches to people who are working on something and deserve a bit, Let me just quickly check this Anthony Ryder streamer. I'm not doing anything now. Oh, okay. Just keep searching. Yeah, I'm just finding someone who can pass you guys on to. Something. It's always. Oh. So many people streaming in arts. It's just incredible. Like. Got me someone here I can pass y'all to. Oh. There's people streaming which are not even streaming like art. They're just. I do art for ages. Oh. People that are streaming right now. No channels. There's no way to actually show it if anyone's streaming art and doing furry at the same time. Oh, just closed it. Just closed the old box. Oh, here we go again. Let's try again. Oh my goodness, just may just pick someone from random. Then if it's preferably someone under six followers, 6 viewers. I think that's what's needed. Under 6 viewers to give them a little bit of happiness. Oh, I'm taking the bugbear portrait. Let's look at this. Family friendly. This chap seems to be. Has he finished streaming or he's live? Okay. What's going on here? He finished streaming? He's live right now, yes. Making his off. Oh. Yeah, you know what? This person seems good. The damage. Painting something cool here. I'll pass them to you guys. Pass them over to him. To him. Do the Twitch thing here. So yeah, I'll do a raid. Right, cool. Thanks for watching me, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. As always, keep watching the skies. Keep watching the skies. I'll be back tomorrow with more Paintry stuff. So take it easy, guys, and have a good, lovely day. And enjoy the streamer. Bye.
That took a little while to get right. Hey there, Art of Zod. Welcome on in. Welcome in, Raiders. Hey there, Disco Muppet. How's it going? Me give a shout out here to Art of Zod. Yeah. And everybody, please also check out Art of Zod. And Zod, how'd your stream go? I'm guessing you were doing some art tonight? What were you up to? And yes, we always welcome Raiders here. I am the Damage. I do a lot of character design artwork. Currently, I am painting up my Bugbear Rogue, Bugbernard, who usually looks something more like this, but I wanted to do a proper painting of him because I have not done digital oil painting in ever, so I'm trying it. Oh, Zach says, don't forget to save. All right, I shall save. Yeah. Zod says, enjoy the raid. Just taking a break from work art. Pokemon stuff. Ooh, nice. Oh, man. I should not show off my Pokemon stuff. I'm notorious for not knowing Pokemon.